Hi, we're with Rice Environmental Health and Safety. It's inevitable when working in a laboratory environment that you will have to deal with a spill situation at some point. Today's videos will show you how to clean up spills inside the laboratory.
If you encounter a spill that you feel comfortable cleaning up yourself, employ the SWIMS method. Stop all work, warn the others around you, isolate the area, minimize the exposure, and survey the area.
If you encounter a spill you can't handle on your own, contact the Rice University Police Department. They'll be able to dispatch any relevant emergency services. Once you finish dealing with the spill, make sure to fill out an accident injury report and an employer's first report of injury or illness.
When confronted with a spill situation, it's important to quickly assess the severity of the spill. Most benchtop or countertop spills can be cleaned up quickly with paper towels. For larger spills, it's a little more complicated. For particularly large spills or spills of hazardous materials, you want to go ahead and give EHS a call for help. If you think you can manage the spill on your own, then go ahead and grab your laboratory spill kit and isolate the area. Hey, do you think you can grab me the SDS for this?
Sure.
What you'll find inside the spill kit is some extra PPE, such as gloves, and a yellow bag to dispose of the spill cleanup materials as solid hazardous waste. You'll also find some absorbent pads. You'll want to check the safety data sheet for any special spill cleanup instructions. Some materials cannot be cleaned up with paper towels and will have to be cleaned up with an absorbent such as kitty litter. The first thing you want to do is create a barrier around the spill with the kitty litter, and then cover over the spill with the rest of the absorbent material. Once you've covered over most of the spilled material, you'll want to grab your broom and dustpan and sweep up the absorbent and place it into the yellow solid waste bag. When you're finished cleaning up the absorbent material, place it into the yellow bag along with any used PPE such as gloves. Then, tie up the bag and submit a waste pickup request. Make sure you also survey your clothing for any areas of contamination. If you find any, remove the clothing and wash any affected areas of skin.
Any radioactive spill should be taken seriously. Even a minor spill can lead to significant issues. Zach, I have a spill. Do you mind making sure no one comes back here? Thanks. Before you begin the spill cleanup procedure, be sure to double glove. The major concern with radioactive spills is contamination. Survey the area with an appropriate meter. Stay as close to the surface as possible. Move slowly in a zigzag pattern, and be sure to include the area outside of the tape. Now that we've identified any contamination, we can start to clean up. Pick up any stock vials and remove the absorbent material. For radioactive spills, you'll want to use scrubbing bubbles. Spray the contaminated area and use paper towels to lift the bubbles from the surface, starting from the outside in. After you're done cleaning up, scan the area again to check for any stray material. Next, you'll want to make sure that you don't bring anything home with you. Scan the front of your lab coat, the wrists, tops of your feet, and soles of your shoes. If you do find any contaminated clothing, remove it and call EHS to have it picked up.
Spills involving biohazardous materials can be serious, but unlike other types of spills, you can use a disinfectant to kill the microorganisms and remove the biohazard. Hey Zach, I spilled some media, watch out. The first thing you want to do is keep the spill from spreading. The easiest way to do this is to cover it with paper towels. The next thing you want to do is grab the appropriate disinfectant. The most common type of disinfectant employed in research laboratories is 10% bleach. 10% bleach is effective on most microorganisms in about 20 to 30 minute contact time. This means you want to soak the spill with copious amount of bleach for about 20 to 30 minutes before you clean up the actual spill. Once the appropriate contact time has elapsed, we're ready to finish cleaning up the spill. Make sure to throw away any contaminated materials inside of a red biohazard bag. Since glass was involved in our spill, we're going to use a dustpan and a broom to clean up the materials, and we're going to make sure our biohazard bag is inside of a hard-walled container. Once you finish cleaning up the spill, make sure to dispose of any contaminated personal protective equipment and clothing as hazardous biological waste. If you need more information on how to deal with the spill inside of your lab, consult the spill response plan inside of your biosafety manual.